What does it take to build an aesthetically pleasing physique? See, guys, most of you overthink it. Most people think it takes way more than it really does. So in this video, let's talk about it. Guys, really, to build an aesthetically pleasing physique, a physique that people admire, a physique that turns heads, is not as hard as you think. You need to focus on two things. One, your calorie intake and the quality of the calories that you intake. And two, your intensity of training. Okay? Just one of two things, or both of these things. Okay? So let's talk about the first one, your calorie intake. Guys, if you're putting in the wrong kind of calories in your body, you'll either not grow or you will grow but be covered with layers of fat. Okay, guys, you have to realize that the quality of calories that you put into your body is as important, or if not more, than the quantity that you put in your body. You don't need to do these dirty bulks anymore where you put whatever food in your body, and just because you're in a caloric surplus, you think that you're doing the right thing. No, you're literally killing yourself. Okay? The quality of food in your body determines how well your metabolism can break down that food. So if you're putting shitty processed foods into your body, your metabolism is gonna not be working for you. All right? In fact, when you're putting bad foods into your body on a regular basis, you're actually damaging your metabolism. So you might be young and have a fast metabolism, but the more junk food you put into your body, the worse your metabolism becomes and the worse of a job it does at processing the foods that you put into your body. So eating healthy, although you guys, a lot of you think it's cliche or not cool or it doesn't matter, well, it really does. Eating healthy does matter, all right? And you guys are just being lazy. That's what you're doing. You're not being disciplined. You're having self-indulging periods and food sessions, and you're just not being honest with yourself, because after you eat this food, your body literally tells you that you're damaging it and to stop. You have horrible gut, and the gut is where all of your health ailments come from, most of them. It's reflected in your skin, in your energy levels, in your libido, your gut, and your gut health is so important. So putting these processed foods in your body is literally killing your gut and your gut health, which reflects in every other part of your health in general. Okay? So the quality of food that you put in your body is as important as the quantity. So now the second thing about food is that when you're putting in too much food into your body, or you're in a caloric surplus, you will grow, right? But the point of this video is that you want to grow and build an aesthetic physique at the same time. You don't just want to become a fat person and have trouble getting rid of that fat. So you need to try to find a way to put just the right amount of calories for you to grow, but also grow and not put on too much fat, okay? So having or being in a caloric surplus is important if you want to grow. But we don't want to dirty bulk anymore. We want to bulk in a smart way, okay? If you're putting too little amount of calories in your body, you won't grow at all. You might just stay where you are, or you'll lose weight. And a lot of you complain that you're not growing, but you don't realize, or maybe subconsciously, you're not thinking that you're just eating one time a day, but a big amount of food, which doesn't count. And that's not the smartest thing for you. You should eat various times throughout the day, but be eating a certain amount of food that reaches your total calorie allowance for the day. You should be tracking this. All right, guys? Tracking the amount of calories you should be eating. If you're a newbie, or if you're a beginner, or even if you're an intermediate person and you haven't reached your genetic potential, you haven't been working out for that many years, you can try and do this. Try and take your body weight, multiply it by 20. So whatever that number is, that's the amount of calories you need to be eating per day in order to grow 1 to 2 pounds a week. All right, guys? Depending on how much of a responder you are and your genetics, you'll grow 1 to 2 pounds a week. And you're trying to make sure that those pounds that you're putting on are not pounds of fat. So be very mindful of that, okay? Now, the second thing that we're going to talk about today is, aside from how many calories you're putting in your body and the quality of those calories, you have to be making sure that you're really, really intense in the gym and that you're leaving nothing on the table. You see, when you're repping out, let's say, bench press or whatever, get a spotter, all right? And get him to help you do half reps, because half reps count. Although you might think, no, I'm going to do it all myself. Don't touch it, don't touch it. It's better to have someone help you to actually complete the motion than just doing it yourself and doing it half-assed. At least that person gives you the last 30% that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And you should embrace that. Embrace having a spotter or a partner who can literally help you get that last contraction that you need to connect with your muscle. So the intensity in which you work out is very important. Try to work out with the highest intensity you can and leave nothing on the table. Then you will be requiring, your body will be requiring more food in turn, and you'll be able to eat more. Also, another tip you can do is, if you can't eat enough, try and drink a lot of water. The water will expand your stomach and you'll start to be craving more food, thus making you more hungry and able to eat more. So you're gonna expand your stomach by doing this, and it's from a very simple tip, which is drinking more water. Another thing, if you're eating a lot of food and you feel like you're always full, go on a walk. Right, go on a walk and try to burn out those calories throughout the day. If you have a break, if you have a time between things, go on a walk. And it'll make things a lot better for you in terms of eating food and getting consumption of your food in. So guys, that's really what it takes to build an aesthetic physique, and it takes consistency and discipline. So don't think this is an overnight thing. Do these two things, and I'm sure you're gonna see a lot of really good results in your journey to try to get a great physique, an aesthetically looking physique. Okay, guys? So that's been the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you want to make a more personalized plan for you, or if you want to think more about what you're going to do personally, let me know, send me a message, and I'll get back to you, okay? All right, guys, I'll talk to you in the next video.